Oh man. After watching the 8th episode of Shimoneta, I really fear for Okuma-kun because he likes Ayame, Blue Snow. Um, but Anna, she is really dangerous because she don't want any girl coming close to him. She is like super yandere, basically, because she's she's standing a whole night with a kitchen knife, basically raised, ready to stab Okuma-kun if he says something wrong because uh, Kosuri is sleeping beside him in the bed, of course with clothes on, because if she wasn't, I think he would already be dead. And yeah, even Okuma-kun knows that this, so he tells uh, Kosuri to tell Anna that she is his sister, and even for Anna is told that when Kosuri hugs him, she still pins her down and basically with the kitchen knife basically stabs out her figure in the in the floor and causes her to fall down to the person below as a living below Okuma-kun. She's really dangerous, man. I really fear. And also later on when she are like laying on a table and licking it, I really wonder what that's gonna be. This is gonna be really bad because if Okuma-kun he rejects her, she may slaughter him in nice boat way. For those of you who have seen um, School Days, else just uh, School Days bad ending, and he will understand. Because that is sick. That is she's sick. Also, a new character has been introduced called Utomo, who, man, I didn't know that so much stuff could be used for dirty purposes. Like, of course, I knew that the rope could in gymnastic could be used to tie up a guy. S or is it M? I can't recall it. The person who is tied up. I think that is M. But yeah, I can't recall it. And man, she even confiscated toilet paper, which almost causes Anna to pee herself because you can basically use it to, yeah, And we are lucky that Okuma-kun he actually discovers her weakness because thanks to Hayuka, the doctor, basically showing her the dojin with Okuma-kun and Gorilla-san, basically like, yeah, it's almost getting confiscated from her, but she the doctor, but she won't let it go. She actually tricks her. She even shows her another one that she also want to confiscate, but she tells her that it's human a music book with where you're using human instruments. That is really sick. Also, another thing we find out in this episode, it's actually a bad thing that it's kind of double, what's called a double-edged sword that they teach people to be Luvi because what you called because the more people who knows about dirty stuff, the more easy is it to confiscate dirty stuff, which even though you teach them to like about dirty stuff, you can yeah, it's basically making easier. So basically, there will be more enforcers or basically prefects who can confiscate things. So that it's easy. It's harder and harder to have the dirty stuff in the school. So it's a double-edged sword, really. And the final thing we found out in this episode is that what is it called again? Kosuri. She's really sadistic because she's like when she finds out that she basically she infiltrates a very high what's called a very a very what's called secure school, by basically playing the love game, and by she basically ruins two guys' lives because they are like in love with her, um, but they are also in love with the two girls from the council, student council, but which they are part of. But when she then chooses to put her affection towards the third guy, it basically crushes the two other guys, so they can't even look or confess their love to the two other girls because they are afraid that they then will go to the third guy. That is insane. And this is basically all to have a puppet council. That is all she wants. And yeah, she wants the Okuma-kun to get her ice cream because she want like having him basically because he is like lesser, less worth for socks than she is because she infiltrated the place that uh, he couldn't do. And when she uses the time to explain that and basically get the 3 minutes runs out, she's like taking off her one sock and basically telling him to lick his sock, and then she's really sadistic actually. Kosuri, I must say, I'm shocked about her. I'm really shocked about her. And I really must say, this episode, it was better than the previous one. But Kosuri, be careful around her. That's all I can say. And with that, I will say, I will wish you all a good day, good night, wherever you are, and have a safe day. See you guys.